And hello, everyone. Welcome. Guess where? To Antarctica. Hi, everyone. I see familiar faces. Thank you, guys, from United States, from Peru, from everywhere around the world joining us. Early in the morning, late at night, daytime, whatever. We have guests directly from Antarctica. Meet Alexander Knyatchko. He's at the Antarctic station Vernadsky. I don't know what time it is in Antarctica. He will tell us in a little bit. We are so glad to see you all at Unicorn.Events, global contest right now, and the sixth continent. Can you believe it? We never imagined it would happen, but it is happening right now. And to familiarize newcomers what are Unicorn.Events, we will see a short video presentation. Can I have video, please? And this is so true about us. We are changing the world, and today we have gathered together to change the world for better. I really hope, because we all know what problems our planet is facing, what problems humankind is facing, what problems all of us important for us to survive and live better, and for our kids to see the things that for us are very, very important. That's why we're here at this, whoops, hold on a second, at this wonderful Antarctica unicorn pitches. It is a part of our Unicorn.Events. Unicorn.Events is the largest world online pitch contest for successful startups that have potential to become unicorns. And we are starting from the very, very beginning, from national, local, small events, and that called unicorn pitches that done by partners or with the help of partners. Then the best startups from unicorn pitches join us for the unicorn battles. The unicorn battles is a continental events where continents like Africa, Eurasia, North America, South America, and Antarctica are fighting to find who is this best startup on the continent. And then we have the world finals called Unicorn Cup. We already finished 2021, and in 2022 we'll have 4 finals every quarter. Every 3 months will be world finals defining the best startup in the world there is. And please meet our smart ecosystem that consists of software solutions and internet platforms to solve any task in the field of innovation and startups. Startup Network is the heart of our ecosystem. It's a marketplace for the startups, businesses, investors, and service providers. Then comes Network VC. Is a seed fund and main center of our venture activities. Sci-Fi is our online accelerator. Unicorn.Events is the world's largest startup pitch contest. VC House is a closed online community and network created exclusively for the VCs, where they can exchange deals they participate in. Network Investments, meeting point for investment banks, startups and brokers. And Silicon Valley Syndicate Club is a special structure for business angels to join us and invest into the best startups there are. And I am really glad to present you our Mary, our event manager for the region. And moreover, Mary is the Chief Partnership Officer at Unicorn.Events, the girl that expands our opportunities all over the world, and the best people join our partners network. So if you feel like our partner, please join us, and she will tell us more about precisely this event and the organizers, our partner who helped us to do this. Hi, Mary, please unmute yourself. Yes, glad to see you. Thank you for bringing us all together to this cold but really interesting place on Earth called Antarctica.
Thank you, Anna, and thank you to all of the people who are today with us. Thanks for joining and supporting us and our planet. I think if we work together, we can do many great things and hand our planet in a great order to our children, grandchildren, and so on. Thank you to our organizers at the National Antarctic Scientific Center of Ukraine. Elena Marushevska, you are with us. Thank you very much for helping us make it possible, and thank you for your team for connecting us with Antarctica. It's a special and unique occasion, and I'm very, very glad. And of course, I would like to thank our media partners. Please, next slide, Greencubator. They're always with us, and they share our even wild ideas on their networks. So thank you, Greencubator, for your participation in this event. And of course, today's event would be impossible without our judges, without people who are interested in startup industry, in green tech, in impact tech. And please, judges, first of all, thank you for coming today. I know there are many people from different parts of the world in different time zones, and it's also very pleasant to have all of you today with us. And now the stage is yours. You will have up to 1 minute to present yourself and to tell some words about yourself. And I would like to start with our participants from Antarctica, please. Who would be the first who has some words to say? You can raise your hands down on the screen. Okay, we today have also our CEO, Alexander Soroka. Alexander, hi.
Hi, Mary. Hi, and hello, everybody. I'm glad to see you today at our first unicorn battle in Antarctica. I hope, and we'll have some penguins with us as well.
I have penguins, Alexander. See, they're all over me.
Okay, great, great. So our network VC syndicate fund, usually we invest from 100 to $1 million US per deal. We are industry agnostic, we are geographically agnostic, but we like to invest in round A startups. Thank you very much. Mary, we don't hear you.
Yes, now I see it. And who else wants to tell some words? We are curious to know about you. Nurul, hi.
Hi, I will take the chance to participate. Alexander, Anna, thank you, and Mari, thank you to invite me. I was a jury in many events, but this.
You are muted. Aldo, you are muted. We can't hear you.
Sorry. Now you can hear me.
Yes.
Yes, I was saying thank you, but this is a special event for me. I am a former naval officer. As you may know, Peru is also part of the consultative member at the Antarctic Pact, and we have vote and decision on the jurisdiction in Antarctica. So we already realized 27 scientific expeditions, and our scientific station is located at King George Island. So you may know that you were saying that. So particularly Palgo in Peru, we participate in Unicorn.Events, and we have a network of VCs. Initially, we were looking for startups in early stage, but now we are growing. And I think we are also mainly located in Peru, or VC startups in Peru, but now we want to expand that. So good luck to all of you. And thank you to bring us that innovations to preserve our Antarctica environment. Thank you to all of you.
Thank you, Aldo. And now Nurul, please.
Yeah, thanks, Mary. Hi, Anna. Hi, everyone. Good day to you. Feeling good again in this event, as always. So nice to see many participants and juries and judges here. And today I will be looking forward to see how the companies will look forward to expanding and scaling up in different sectors, and also how they want to go global. Because going global is a very challenging strategy when we are, in a post-COVID scenario, just past the challenging time. So I'll be very curious to know. Thank you.
Thank you, Nurul. Now, Elena, please.
Hello to everybody. First of all, many thanks for organizers for inviting National Antarctic Scientific Center to participate in such an interesting initiative. Our station, which actually our representatives are connected in the station, and I would like to give a floor to them as well. We are looking for innovation. We are now in the process of modernization of our Antarctic station. So we are looking for different kind of environmentally friendly and innovative solutions. So we are very happy for these invitations, and we really hope that there will be some nice innovations which we can test in our station. And I would like to give a floor to our team, to Yaroslav first, and then to Alexander also. They're actually in Antarctica at our station. Maybe they can say a couple of words as well.
Thank you. Yes. Yaroslav, please. You are muted too. Please unmute yourself.
Yaroslav, you're muted. Unmute yourself. Or Mary, you can unmute him by yourself. Who else can do this?
Ask to unmute. No.
Oh, Alexander.
Sorry, guys. My colleague told me that he has some trouble with her microphone. Okay, I will try to say some words. It's very cool to take participant in these activities, and it's very cool to take care about our planet in this way. Thank you. It's a great job.
Thank you, Alexander. Thanks for joining us. Okay. So if Yaroslav has some troubles with microphone, maybe we'll check it and later. Okay. Okay. Other judges? No, any other volunteers? We have other great judges.
Okay, if you want, here from Spain, it's really another time a pleasure sharing this special time with the Unicorn.Event family and the startups pitching today. So again, congratulations for all these efforts that you are doing for promoting the local and global innovation ecosystem globally, and it's a pleasure being representing Spain and the Spanish ecosystem, and also connecting Unicorn.Events with the World Business Angel Forum again.
Thank you, Miguel. It's always a pleasure. Thanks.
Thank you. We are going on. Mary, can you please tell us, our newcomers, how to vote?
Okay, some people are new to our voting system. So please, dear judges who are going to vote, you have emails with links for voting. Please click it and you will be redirected to our event page and scroll page down to startup section. And there you will see icons with our startups and marks below them. You estimate investment potential value of the startup from 1 till 5. 1 is the lowest mark, 5 is the highest mark, and you don't need to push any confirmation button. You will have the opportunity to change your mind till the voting process closed. So let's enjoy today's event and let's move to the main part of today's event. Let's present our great startups. And yes, please. Today we have 8 wonderful startups who are engaged in saving our planet, to great things. And of course, I'm very glad for you to join us today. And I'm impressed with your solutions personally, and let's see how other people will like it, or I don't know. Let's start with startup number 1 for today is Bobsla from Austria, from Austrian Alps. Sergey, please, stage is yours.
Hello, everyone. Just a moment. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
I just would like to remind to everyone that startups will have 3 minutes to pitch, and after each pitch, we'll have 3 minutes to question and answer session. And startups do not pronounce out loud any fundraisings because in some countries it's prohibited. Thank you. Sergey, please.
Hello, everyone, and regards from Austrian Alps, where I'm here. I'm Sergey, founder of Bobsla Tyrol, Austria. We invented new way of electric motion on snow. The basic principle of our invention, patent pending in US, Canada, and Europe, is a combination of sliding body and 2 independent electric tracks. Bobsla rather sails in snow than just drive. It's low noise, no pollution, and not only. It drives with less power, it's much more agile. Classical benzene snowmobiles consume a lot of benzene and pollute a lot. They are very noisy. To drive, they need a lot of power, while steering on snow is problematic. High center of mass, high power, weak control cause even death accidents. Snowmobiling, benzene snowmobiling is not allowed in many places, but electrification goes hard and expensive. It's not enough to change benzene motor with electric one. Classical chassis needs a lot of power. With a lot of batteries, the vehicle can sink in snow. But people want electrification. With the young startup from Canada still developing electric snowmobiles of classical form. They did not deliver yet, but they could attract almost 150 million US. We do not only replace the benzene motor with electric motor, but we offer other solution. Bobsla is more energy efficient than rivals. It's lighter, it's less expensive, and it's on the market. We came to Austria to test our prototype on snow, but we decided to start here because of people. Many people since then, not only us, but many people since then are in the process. When we tested, we got very warm welcome from guests of ski resort. And we couldn't wait, but started sale. And B2B, batches on pre-orders with our service, with collecting feedback, with promotion of our brand, of course. Ski resort industry is a big, and they look for news. When young people less and less ski, when snow is melting, when construction works in mountains are very expensive. We offer simple attraction. The package costs from 50 to 120,000 US, just 1–2% of the cost of the lift, of the modern lift. As go-kart, but on snow, no noise, no pollution. And we delivered. During COVID, in spite of COVID, we could deliver for 100,000 euros, 113,000 US. 50 other ski resorts are still in sales pipeline. We make engineering and we make assembly from parts professionally produced by subcontractors. We spend something, but we're already on the market with positive margin. And we got positive feedback because of size, because of the weight, because of cost, and because we can drive with less powerful motors and batteries. We look for investments. We have been close to Antarctica, testing our vehicles in Alta, the second northernmost city in the world. We want to go further. Will you join us? Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sure, we will join you. And please, startups judges, any questions from your side? It's a great presentation, great solution, I think.
Yes, of course. Greetings from Belgrade. Really interesting concept, especially that you came from Austria and providing such a beautiful solution, cheaper and more appealing to consumers. My question would be, I haven't seen anything about your competitors in terms what makes your competitive advantage, aside of your cheaper price, providing your ergonomics and lower energy consumption. And can you elaborate more aside of the competitors on your target market, aside domestic sales in Austria? And do you have any expansion strategy encompassing major markets such as United States and Canada and others as well?
Thank you for your question. Of course, we have competitors. May I show you just a moment? If we talk about electric snowmobiles, they're normally 2-3 times more expensive in price, more expensive in cost. But it's like they try to replace a combustion engine with electric motors. They are in classical form, and because of that, they need a lot to do engineering to make not sink in the snow. For our current solution for ski resorts, we are fighting with other rivals. We are fighting for making entertainment for guests of ski resort. And then we fight to very, very expensive solution, like, for example, Rodelbahn that cost $1 to $2 million US, or for example, new ski lifts that cost from $5 to $40 million US. Yeah. And what we deliver now, we deliver like package, like 5 to 10 vehicles with some time measuring system, with chargers and with everything. We plan how to concept it, and so I was in Switzerland, for example, for that yesterday. We're planning some night activity with bobsleigh for guests of resort, and then we don't have direct competitors that offer go-kart on snow, no. But that's for current stage. For the next stage, of course, we are going to fight the big four, Bombardier, Polaris, Arctic Cat, and Yamaha. And as far as we know, they have a lot of development centers and so, but still Polaris, for example, signed the deal with Zero Motorcycle because Polaris has no potential to deliver electric snowmobiles. Bombardier announced in last year hydrogen snowmobiles, but it's only some prototype and it's far away from the market. We're already there. I hope I answer your question. Thank you.
I would just explain. I saw that you have completed an incubation program within Innsbruck University.
Yes, we are part of incubator Innsbruck. Yes, and because of them, they've been helping us very much. Some people from there. And without them, we could not come here, frankly speaking, let's be honest. So they've been helping us with pilot project. They've been helping us with patent process. The magister from Innsbruck University spent maybe 2 months to make our patent defendable from rivals. So we are part of incubator Tirol. Did I answer your question? Hello? Hello.
Gaio, maybe he's off. Okay, thank you. And we have the last question from Vasilis. Please, Vasilis.
Yes, hi, Sergey. Hi, everybody. It's a very interesting product that you have. I wanted to ask you something because it's not like the typical snowmobile, which is a bike, which are mostly bike-like snowmobiles. So I can identify that it may apply also to niche markets and interesting markets like rescue teams. Did you have any contact with these kind of markets for this kind of applications for rescue teams? And also, you just mentioned a patent. To what technology does this apply on your product? Thank you.
Okay, let me answer second question first. We patented combination of sliding body and two independently electric tracks that propel and steer the vehicle. Of course, everything is known, tracks are known, and sleds are known for thousands years, I suppose. But that combination nobody used before, and that we could patent that. Okay, it's still in patent process, but we see the potential of getting patents are quite high. Because it's been supported by university, it's been supported by Patentwald aus Innsbruck, and we already got the first letter from PCT patent office. That's quite positive process, and we are in time. Second question, sure, it's some change in mind from driving snowmobile as it normal. To driving sled, so it's not kind of motorcycle like snowmobile is. I drove snowmobiles, of course, many times, and I know some benefits of that, and these benefits mainly come from nature. Driving a snowmobile is not so nice because you can. It's very difficult to steer. You cannot turn on the full speed. Yes, we can drift on our in our bobsleigh. So you can turn 180 at any speed and nothing is happening. So the center of mass is just centimeters from the snow surface. So sure, that's a question. So we need to change the mind of people that they need to sit from classical chassis to new chassis. However, we already got some positive feedback, like, for example, from Canadian Snowmobile magazine. They say in the first point they mentioned it was the size, because our vehicle is much easier to transport. Yeah, sorry.
Yes, thank you. Your solution is really interesting. You can continue in chat, but we have to move on.
Yeah, please follow us on Facebook, YouTube, on bobsleigh.com, and then you will see a lot of links, and then I will be glad to answer any other questions. Thank you very much. Yeah, and have a nice day.
We are moving to Signav startup. We have two founders, Saikat and Navdeep. Please, your time starts right now.
Thank you, Mary. But we need to set up the presentation on the screen and share it. Yeah.
Yes.
Can you see my screen right now? Okay, let's start. Shall we start, Mary?
Yes, please.
Okay. Hi, I am Saikat, and this is Navdeep from Signav. We exist to provide swift AI and risk navigations. Our vision is to help organizations manage their sustainability risks. So you are a CFO observing these two events, the US COVID data and S&P index, thinking, are they correlated? Are they? And days later, they turn into impacts, a US stock crash or unfortunate loss of lives and euro 11 billion in damages due to German floods. In such externalities, assets need validations to assess such interconnected risks. Let's grip the problem, taking my example. So this is me gathering asset insights somewhere in the UK and then integrating them into traditional tools such as heat maps that misses the bigger picture. As seen here, this risk integration is a problem for 75% of the firms, and hence we thought of tackling this issue. In our assessment, the causes are lack of quality inputs, non-quantified data, and siloed risk analysis that block integrated risk forecasts. Today, businesses are facing challenges due to increased uncertainty, regulatory changes, and external events such as COVID that are endangering their going concern. Our solution is an AI-based IRM, Our prototype analyzes not only business, but also COVID and flood impacts to highlight financial health and default probabilities. Secondly, with our sustainability analytics, firms can reduce electricity, water, and fuel usage to reduce their carbon footprints. The total market is projected to grow from Euro 10 billion to 24 billion by 2027. Our go-to-market expects a growth of 18% CAGR in next 5 years. We have a B2B based SaaS subscription and consulting services model. Based on our go-to-market, we project a 162x revenue growth by 2027. With 11% positive response from our targeted clients, we are happy to see positive client interactions on the potential of our offering. We are one of the 10 startups selected by KIT Germany for its Deep Tech Bootcamp. Ready prototypes and referrals to be used for client acquisitions, and B2B tech and regional expansions will give us target growths. Additional client channels in consulting, energy, and government will add global revenues. In 5 years, our market penetration is estimated at 0.6% of our TAM, and we are targeting 28 million euros in revenue and a break-even in 4 years. Given the fragmented offerings in the market, our unique AI-based risk solutions will provide us early mover advantage. We have competencies in risk management, AI and ML, and flood modeling. So thank you, and we are looking for support to grow. We can do it together.
Thank you. We definitely can do it together. And we have the first question from Gaio, please.
Hi, Saikat. Really nice presentation. You covered almost everything. Nevertheless, I would like to go more thoroughly into some details. Is your target market exclusively based on market entry to German and Indian market with the commencement of your operations? And are you planning to expand globally as well? What I had in mind is that you also mentioned that there are UK asset and financing companies who shared some positive feedback on usage of your prototype, and its potential. Can you elaborate on that as well? And how did you came up to this first year revenue figure of 150K, and what methodology did you use to get such forecast of 28 million by the end of year 4?
Sure, Gaio. So I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, Gaio.
Yes, it's Gaio. Great.
Thank you,
great.
Gaio. Okay, so to answer our first question, we are right now having a traction in terms of, because our prototype is ready. So we are handling like paper assets, risk management like stocks, as well as COVID and flood impact risk management through our prototype. So based on this, we are having a client discussion with PropTech companies, as well as microfinancing companies in supply chain sector. So they are very much happy to see our kind of offering, and hence based on that, we see a top-down estimate of our revenues. So if we take the 28 million that we are giving, so it is basically, we have shown a total available market of 24 billion. And round about that, much of the growth is concentrated on the Asia Pacific and the European region in coming years for the risk analytics sector. So based on that, we have taken a very conservative estimation that from our total available market, the SAM would be, the service agreeable would be around 4% of the market, which is around about 700 million. And finally, out of that, based on our go-to-market strategy, we are considering banking and corporate AMCs in Germany and India. We are covering around 0.6%, which is roughly 28 million euros.
Thanks for answering my questions.
Yeah.
Thank you. One more question from Johan, please.
Hi, my name is Johan, and I represent a company called Blue Zebra. We focus on social impact investment advisory. So thank you for the great and comprehensive presentation. My question is related to that, if I understand it correctly, you have two revenue models. One is subscription and one is consulting. And I wonder, what is the ratio between the two now, and how do you see it in the upcoming years?
Sure. So basically, when you see our product readiness model, So basically the stock risk and credit risk, these are our SaaS subscription model. So these kind of customized solution will help build our SaaS models, Johan. And this is where we see almost 70% of our revenue coming, because risk analytics, it is growing at an exponential rate. So we have shown the market as 24 billion based on the SaaS model, but effectively risk analytics is now projected to grow at 64 billion if you take US and the entire global model. So this is one part of the solution. And the next part, as you can see here, the business intelligence and what we are calling IRIS, a full integrated risk management with climate and GIS. This is where we see the consulting stuff happening. So which will, at the start, it will create a very minimal revenue for us, around 10 to 20%, because there is a barrier. Companies need trusted partners, and startups are not trusted partners for IBMs and SAPs. But effectively, when we present them our value proposition, because, so take a quick example with flood impacts. EU has recently given Article 6, 8, 9 of their ESG program. And with flood impact, we can handle like Article 6 and 8 out of that. When we bring in this kind of value proposition, the client will come to us where we can give them consulting services. So with our business intelligence and the full IRM, we are happy to have them consulting services. Yeah.
Okay. And with time, will it continue your consulting activities? Do you see that number of projects will increase with time, or is it the value of each project that you anticipate to expand?
Definitely. So with time, like we said in our pitch also, that like we have not considered now the Earth observation systems as well as governments. So which is a big spectrum for us, because if you take our technology right now, what our prototype does, you can go to your prototype, you can put your business parameter, and you can find credit probabilities based on the real-time COVID data from, COVID data and flood impact data. But at the same point of time, these consulting services can be extended to governments as well as energy and Earth observations. So definitely based on that, we see our number of projects increasing in these sectors, these particular sectors.
So quickly adding two bits on that. So Johan, I mean, what we have seen mostly going forward with the trend, most of the corporations, they wanted to make database decision making, right? So going forward, we could say, since we are offering this customized business solutions, so it means we could see going forward that split, it may be 50-50 also, because with our experience, I mean, we have been into this AI and ML domain. So what we have found, like, going forward, there is much more dependency of the organization as the senior management. They wanted to make database decision making. So where we could see there is a good sizable amount of businesses will be coming through consulting projects. So basically, it will provide those key insights that decision makers they are looking for. So it may be like one example, like saving on their on sustainability costs. Like, so that is a one example. So there are many such other revenue streams which might be coming.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Nadeep. Thanks, Johan.
Thank you, everyone. Vasilios, I'm sorry, we are out of time. We have to move on to follow our agenda. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. We are happy to connect.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks.
Likewise. All the best.
And we are moving to our Kati, the Good Run startup. Please, Kati. First, unmute yourself. Could you please, oh, now it's better.
Will you give me a thing now? No?
Oh, yes, you can start. Please start.
Okay, sorry. Yes. Hi, my name is Kati, and I'm the founder of The Good Run, where we want to give runners easy access to good running products. I don't know how many of you are running regularly. The market is, wait, the presentation. The market is huge. In Germany alone, almost 40% of the population name running as their favorite athletic activity. And with the pandemic right now, even people who don't like running do it. At the same time, people demand better products. 89% of Germans want companies to be more sustainable. And I'm very sure that everyone here would also agree to this. But it's not easy to apply this attitude to our own consumer behavior. There are many obstacles to this. For example, the search that takes a long time and is no fun at all, as you have to know what you want and then click through all the different shops. Then you have to decide for yourself whether a brand is really sustainable or just greenwashing. And also, oftentimes the products are not even made for running, or not pretty enough because nobody wants to look bad for sustainability. The Good Run takes this work off your shoulders and makes shopping for good running gear easy. We pick out the best sustainable products and brands for you and curate a selection all in one place. We enable consumers to make an informed decision. In our store, you can filter not only by product groups and sizes, but also sustainability criteria. Our business model caters to the needs of the conscious consumers in running, but it also serves as a gateway to exactly this target group for running brands, facilitating more visibility and a bigger reach. We want to showcase that conscious consumption and a profitable business are not mutually exclusive. We are proud to be a social enterprise and committed 100% to making the running industry more sustainable. For us, this is not a disadvantage at all, as it authentically differentiates us from any greenwashing competitor. Our revenue comes from 3 different streams: pre-ordering products with a gross margin of about 45%. We also serve as a marketplace for dropshipping partners for a commission fee. And as we started our company with a crowdfunding campaign for which we produced a small private label collection, we want to extend this, plus making good teamwear, as the gross margin is significantly higher with 75%, and we already have many inquiries and already fulfilled orders. We have a unique position in the market, as there are numerous shops for running gear and even more for sustainable fashion, but none bringing together those 2 aspects anywhere in Europe. We have attracted already a lot of attention and had more than 100,000 shop visits within the first 6 months. Also, our happy customers return to our shop as our retention rate is growing. Our next step is to work on and optimize the conversion rate. That's why we are looking for investments right now. We would like to increase our performance, expand our product range, and of course also increase awareness in the market. I'm Kati. I have a degree in textile engineering and many years of experience in the fashion industry before I became a full-time runner and community captain. Together with my co-founders, we have more than 20 years of experience in the sports industry. And now I'm happy to answer your questions.
Thank you. Thank you for your brilliant project. We have a question from Gaio.
Hi, Kati. Really interesting concept. Me being as a runner as well, know the importance about having this kind of tools that can help you to be more consistent with it. My question would be more focused about your competitors. I saw that you showed us this competition metrics. Would like to elaborate more about it. And additionally, since you're being an operating business, would you be kind to present your financial projections? Of course, I saw that you have earned so far around $64K with an actual, encompassing both actual and forecasts of revenue and incurred projected costs. Probably because you're operating business, you already have some costs. When you generally are planning to break even, that would be more as an answer to my question.
Yes. First of all, we have different scenarios. Also, we started off during the first lockdown with a crowdfunding campaign, actually. So we just started with this as an idea, and now, of course, we're getting a lot of attention, and we also see the chance of creating more impact by growing. So we had to adjust our scenarios, and of course, there are many as it also depends on investments. The break-even point would be in approximately 4 years with a current scenario, but we also can imagine building up, let's say, the platform business. We have also now started with a Good Run Studio that's like agency service, because we were all freelancing for bigger sports brands, and we see that they have been approaching us for projects like co-design, but also consulting projects, or wanting to come on our platform because big brands would like to hire us to, let's say, produce content to then come on our platform with it. So.
Thanks. And about the competitors, what are your major differentiators? That's what I want to hear. I mean,
yes, I mean, we are a niche, but running is actually such a big sport, not only in Germany, but really, I mean, I would like to hear how it is in Antarctica. Are you able to go running? But this, and especially during the pandemic, has been exploding everywhere. Even people who didn't want to go running had to start because everything else was closed. And actually, a lot of people keep doing that. So we're the only ones really putting together the big trends, conscious consumption and running here. And we are the only ones doing that. Of course, there are many other platforms. There are also many big brands now saying we have sustainable running products, but really it's a tough process for consumers to then decide, okay, what does it really mean being sustainable? You know, many people try to use less plastic or live vegan, or, you know, there are so many different models of a sustainable lifestyle. So applying this to your consumer behavior can be tough, especially with a lot of brands just using the term sustainable for selling more products when really it's not.
Thank you for answering my question. Other judges would like also to ask something, so I'm trying to complete mine. Thank you.
Thank you, but actually we are out of time and we have to move on. Sorry, Johan. I see that you have raised your hand. You can chat. And we are moving to Green Home now, startup number 4. Clemens, hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Just 1 second. Do you see the screen?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. Please
now
start.
You see it?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, then we'll start now. We all face a big challenge. Climate change is going to keep us busy for years to come. We want our planet to be alive and flourishing. We don't want it to become a desert planet. So this is why we are building Green Home Now, the online platform that enables house owners to compare and find best offers for the installation of solar systems, heat pumps, and e-mobility. I've been there myself. I've tried to find a solar system for my parents' gardening house in Germany, and it took me literally ages to get quotes from firms and then to compare these complicated offers. Also, I wanted to have a solutions combining heat and energy. And I also wanted to get subsidies from governments and a loan for the solar systems. I couldn't get this from one firm. Also, what surprised me was that I could pay up to 10,000 euro more for the exact same solar systems, depending on the supplier I chose. So this is where our solution, Green Home Now, comes in handily. Our marketplace provides house owners with an easy and fast overview of price, quality of installation components, rating of firm, and installation date. We're an independent platform, and using our service, people save up to 30% of cost. For installation firms, we give them interested and really educated clients and renewable energy ready projects. They also have less legwork because we help them to automate their quote generation processes, for example. So our USP is then that we're the only platform that provide comparison for offers in real time as an independent platform, and we have additional services like applying for government subsidies. The trend is our friend. Energy costs are rising not only in Europe, but also in the US, for example, while the production of renewable is getting cheaper and cheaper. The potential revenue in Germany would be, starting with Germany, then roll out to other European countries. We have 10 million single-family homes in Germany. That's a conservative estimate. 5 million of them are renewable energy ready. And we would look at the share of 20% of that market. And with a commission of 10% of an average order of 10,000, there would be a potential revenue in the market for the next long-term 10 plus years of 1 billion euros. Competition is mainly coming from energy providers, solar startups, heat startups, and one price comparison platform. But Green Home Now is the only platform providing several real-time offers online as an independent supplier. We have already one installation firm, the first. Of course, we want more onboarded in Stallion. We also have Pioniercraft enabling our users to share energy between them. We have several advisors, also Robert as an expert in startup financing and real estate, also in the call today. We have successfully also finished Founder Institute Berlin and Axel Energy Incubator. I myself will be working with business development and key accounts. My co-founder Alberto, who's on the call with sales and marketing and the connection to the IT. Yeah, right. And we are now looking for interested people, investors, to help us realize our vision of a CO2 neutral futures. And we are also happy to get feedback from you. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for a brilliant pitch. And we have feedback from Gaio.
Hi, I'm going to try to be short. Really interesting concept. What's left to be done in terms of software development in order to complete your MVP? And what kind of added value were brought by Axel Energy Accelerator? Did you get some financial assistance or mentorship within the program? And that would be pretty much of all what I had to ask.
Okay, yeah, with Axel Energy Accelerator, we got contact to one very important mentor that we are in contact with. That's, I think, the best outcome. And for the MVP, what we're trying to do right now is we want to get, we have already several offers from installation firms. So we want to get more of these offers. And then we want to build like a solar calculator that is already available on the net. It's nothing special, but in this solar calculator, people type in their data, like the size of the roof, the energy consumption per year. And then what we will do is we will then try to match their needs for a solar system, starting with a solar system, then later heat pumps. Starting with the solar system, we will then match them to these already automated offers that we got from firms, so that they have like a first very easy MVP, and we can get them like for their needs, we can give them like 3 or 4 quotes from different firms already in real time online. That's the first MVP. Very easy, far away from the final vision, but easy to do.
Thank you. Thank you for answers.
Thank you. If there are no questions, we are crossing our equator and go to Cita Similars startup number 5 for today. Oh, please, Gregor, unmute yourself. Just you are still muted. You are still muted, Gregor. Can you find it?
Yeah. Thanks. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Hello to everyone. I'm Gregor Kindelman. I'm founder and managing director of Cytosimilars. And I want to take you on a journey through the Cytosimilars approach to biotech and personalized medicine. So, but this one doesn't move now. Oh. Ah, okay. So imagine you can program the 2 most complex and versatile bioreactors in the world, which is the cell and the body. And as you know, they can synthesize everything you need, and usually in a perfectly synergetic mixture. And you can use this programming for personalized medicine and for new biotech applications. Imagine further, you have a compound library analogous to an app store with more than 10,000 programs. And these programs are non-toxic, low cost, globally available, with a minimal environmental footprint. So you have the blueprint for clean medicine and open medicine. Imagine further the impact of such a technology on several problems, like a lot of people not having access to effective medicine. We have antibiotic resistance. We have growing global cancer burden, lack of sustainability in the medical area. And we have a lot of patients that are seeking integrative medicine that combines best of conventional and alternative methods. So therefore, we founded Cytosimilars, where we bring together alternative medicine and biotech. And we use both directions. So we take biotech for example, for cell-based companion diagnostics to improve alternative medicine and also screening technology. But we also go the other way around, that we use ideas from alternative medicines to improve biotech applications and to invent new ones. And we do this with top-notch technology like 3D cell models and live cell analysis. So we are addressing different customers with industry, for example, regarding bioreactors or cell differentiation. We have doctors regarding the companion diagnostics and patients also for the companion diagnostics and for our newly developed medicines. So we have therefore several independent business models, and one idea is the patents and licensing for the biotech and the companion diagnostics and the new compounds we will sell by ourselves. So we will address big markets with nice growth rates. And well, Cytosimilars is really built from 5 Ps. So we started off with a non-profit company some years ago, but now we bring it all together here. And I would be happy if you join us on our mission, and I'm curious to hear your questions. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you for your pitch. And we have another question from Gaio, please. Gaio, you are muted.
Sorry, thank you for your presentation, and thanks, Mary, for notifying me about my mute situation. Can you tell us more about what sorts of expertise makes your team and why you think it's complete? I mean, what I saw that you can elaborate that you're introducing systematic state-of-the-art cell-based research in complementary medicine, the importance of the specialists within your team, the changes within the same one. Can you tell us a bit about that? And of course, what are the obstacles for licensing of biotech processes? I know that you have presented something to your presentation. I haven't followed all the infos, but would like to know a bit more about it. Thank you.
I started as a therapist, so with over 20 years of experience. So I know how the substances work. And some 10 years ago, I entered the research scene. So I know what's going on in this area. So, and fortunately, I've partnership with Fraunhofer here in Hamburg. So we can use already established cell models, especially regarding stem cell technology. And I just grew my team. I've got one guy from Evotech who worked in stem cell differentiation for more than 10 years. And my CSO is now from University of Geneva. So we have a small team, but with very unique expertise. And we have Fraunhofer as a partner to outsource some of the very expensive experiments in the first instance.
Additionally, thanks for the question, for answering this part of the questions. I'm really curious, how far did you go with the development of a new drug for the treatment of oncology, allergies, and inflammatory diseases, such as chronic obstructive disease or asthma or something that really impacts more than 300 million people?
We can say some of them are already available because they are plant-based or animal-based. So, but we will develop new ones based on our screening experience. So when we do the companion diagnostics, we will learn much more about which substances are really important in these cases. And after, let's say, 3 to 5 years companion diagnostics, we have a pool of knowledge, and then we can generate these new medicines.
Thank you. Thank you for thoroughly answering my questions, and good luck.
Thank you. I saw a question, raised hand from Vasilis. Now you don't have, yeah. Unmute yourself.
Okay, actually, I'm trying to comprehend it a bit because this is a general idea, but do you have any currently any correlation of specific substances to specific diseases, or is this something to be developed after the studies and comparison with your analytical tools or laboratory tools that will emerge in 3 or 5 years? And one more, because you mentioned open medicine and which implies no patents. So what would be your revenue stream? Otherwise, it's a very fascinating thing.
Yeah. Of course, I would like to make a lot of money with the biotech applications so that we can make the medical part as cheap as possible. That's one point. And I want to earn money, let's say, on the first market, developed market. So we offer high price companion diagnostics, which is in comparison to, let's say, you asked about certain diseases. We start off with cancer. And as you know, cancer treatments, they're starting with 100,000 euros, sometimes up to 350,000 with CAR T. So we can offer really high price companion diagnostics and earn our money there. So, and we want to use a model like when we sell a medicine here in Europe or in US or Asia, we give one for free to a market that usually can't afford this. By the way, the medicines will be rather cheap. We will try to earn the money with the companion diagnostics and biotech applications.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Welcome.
Thank you for your presentation. It's great. And now the stage is for Pablo, Startup Indersmat. Hi, Pablo.
Hello.
Start.
Yeah.
Okay. Please, you're welcome.
Okay, so thank you so much. I am Pablo. I'm the founder of Indersmat, which is a company based in Barcelona and also in Helen, the Netherlands. We are on the polyurethane market, biopolyurethanes. This is more what we develop. We have been supported by the European Commission and also by the regional and national governments of Spain and also the Netherlands. Why? Because we address a global problem related to the Green Deal. We need to cut the emissions in 8 years, 50% of them, where buildings energy consumption accounts for 28% of these carbon emissions, where 65% of all these carbon emissions comes directly from space heating. Well, in the thermal envelope of a building, normally 25% of the energy leaking is produced by windows and doors. But if they are old or damaged, this rises to 60–70% of all this energy leaking. And this happens in more or less 50% of all the existing windows, because they are being manufactured from more than 20 or 30 years ago. So windows and doors are the weakest elements on the thermal envelope of buildings. And in the case of windows and doors, the weakest element is the frame, because the glazing is more or less quite insulating, it has a high insulation value, but the frames are not. In the case of highly energy efficient frames that are in the market, they are combining different materials, at least 2 or 3. So that makes compromises sustainability, increases the carbon footprint, and makes more difficult the recycling. And in fact, most of them have a hollow structure, what makes the bending a problem in the future. ClimatePur is the solution that we put on the market, which is an efficient material, which is also durable, which has a low carbon footprint, and also has a circular use at the end of life. We use biopolyurethane to decrease all this the carbon footprint, and all of these features are related to sustainability, efficiency, durability, carbon footprint, and circularity. So the product design is really important, not only at the material level but also at the product level. Compared to our competitors, to our material competitors, we have the most insulating window frame, and this is not something that we say, it's something that can be demonstrated. In fact, has been obtained this value through the CE marking tests, and we are not the most expensive product for the window and door. We have performed different actions from the prototyping, from the pilot plan implementation and market entry during this December. And we have been supported 100% from grants. Now we are looking for a 2 million grant, seed round, to accelerate the sales to, in the next couple of years, automate our process. The automation of the process is what makes the scalability of our business. We have performed the first action to go to the market, which is B2C opening, B2C target. We have opened a window shop in Barcelona, and we have our first large order from a B2B partner in Dortmund. More than 50 windows will be renovated in this building that you can see here. And why we have the perfect product for extremely cold area? We are in the Antarctica pitch, and we have the perfect product for this kind of climates. As you can see in this slide, the wood is the mainly preferred material used in extremely cold areas. Why? Because aluminum is highly thermal transmitter, so it's not efficient, and PVC is quite brittle at temperatures below zero. So the wood is the preferred material, the one that resists those extremely cold conditions, and the polyurethane is one of the materials that can be used. In fact, this is used in fridges, and we have the perfect material to these areas. And
you are almost out of the time.
Yeah,
let's finish.
2 slides. First, what we want to achieve is it's a large impact, not only in revenues, not only in employment that will be, but more in the sustainable, in the carbon emissions that we want to avoid. Finally, we can do everything with the partners, with the proper partners, and also with the facilities that we have, and with an excellent team that we already have.
Thank you for your pitch. Thank you. And do we have questions? We have a question from Elena.
Thanks a lot for your presentation. It's really interesting. We are interested also from the practical point of view, because at the station we are now in the process of replacing the windows at our station. My question would be, first, have you ever checked it somewhere on the where it is cold and where is this ultraviolet or big ultraviolet how there is expansion on? So did you have some tests? This is the first question. And the second, what is the reaction of this kind of material towards big moisture and also some high frosts? So would you? I hope I am clear.
Yes, and it's really easy to respond. Regarding the second question, the polyurethane has a working temperature range that comes from 70 below zero to 80 degrees Celsius. Okay, and the first one also related to the moisture. For example, in this kind of materials, it does not affect to the yeast and to the growing of because it's an inert material, different than wood. Because in this kind of places, the wood is the one that is used, and it's not sensitive to moisture. It's totally repellent to moisture. And regarding the first question, these materials go protected with a coating. So UV light is, let's say, screened by the pigments of the paints. You can even protect with a top coating and also with a varnish, to increase this ultraviolet exposure.
Thanks a lot. Really interesting. If you don't mind, then we will contact you also to get
perfect.
more technical details regarding this startup. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions from judges? Vasilios, please. You are muted again.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Hi, it is a very interesting product. I saw you mentioned a turnover of 140 millions. Is this a first year or is it something that I didn't understand?
No, it's by 2030. Yeah, it takes a lot of time for.
By 2030, okay.
Yeah. Imagine we need to replace many windows, and obviously one company because of the lack of time in 3 minutes I cannot explain, which is the business model evolution. But we start from end users, but finally we are not going to supply the whole Windows in the world. Obviously, we will partner with large companies to do that.
That's my second question. So you will not be you're not going to be selling Windows, but you are going to be selling the profiles that will be processed by window makers, let's say.
Not exactly. We will implement our manufacturing technology, which we have developed and we have patented. So the business for us in the long run is not selling Windows, it's not selling frames, it's to implement technology on these large Windows manufacturers. There are hundreds of companies producing Windows and they need this technology. Even if we have the biggest factory in the world, we cannot provide even for just one country or two countries.
So you will be licensing the technology?
Or technology provider. We will partner with our technology partners and we will sell this, even factories can be sold. Not only the technology, we can implement factories, new factories. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
This is why it's so important, the automation process for us.
Thank you. Thank you, Paulo. And we are moving to our last but not the least startup for today, just from the plane, Guillermo from Brazil, BioSolvit startup. Please, stage is yours.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to meet you, everyone. I will share my video, okay? Just a moment. So let's start.
And make full screen, please. Yeah, great. Please. Yes.
Yes. Hi, my name is Guilherme Queiroz. I'm the founder and CEO of BioSolvit, a Brazilian biotech company applied to new materials development. I'm here today, an amazing solution for oil chemical spills. Almost 6 million tons of oil were spilled in the last 5 decades, only overseas according to ITOP. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you the BioBlue network absorber. So here we have 2 tanks and I'm putting crude oil in these 2 tanks in the same quantity. In the first tank, I use polyurethane, which was the best alternative for this kind of accidents before our product. In the second tank, I will use our product, the BioBlue network absorber. 1 kilogram of polyurethane on the left absorbs until 12 kilograms of oil in 30 minutes. 1 kilogram of our product absorbs more than 22 kilograms of oil in only 15 minutes. It means that our product is twice more absorbent than half of time. The most important, our technology is the only one that allows the reuse of spilled oil. So we can recover the oil from the sea or land and put again to refine. This product is made from palm trees, discarded palm trees, cultivated and extracted palm trees. Here in Brazil, we have an import industry that produces hard of palm, and only 3% of a palm tree is used to produce the hard of palm. The rest of 97% was discarded in the crop before our company. Now, we recovered this biomass, and among other products, we produce the BioBlue network absorber. See the difference between these 2 tanks after the tidal effect. See how the oil was almost completely absorbed in the second tank, and how the oil was spread in the surface in the first tank. In a few words, our product is natural, made from discarded biomass, twice more absorbent than half of time, and the most important, 95% of oil recovery. I went to France, and Total has challenged us to test our product in the Cedric Institute of France, and nowadays it is considered as the most efficient oil absorber in the world. Some competitors from Germany, United Kingdom, and SafeSorb from United States. And this is our line of products. We use the BioBlue natural absorber as a filler to the BioBlue EcoFast line, the most efficient line to remediate oil spill accidents in the world. Our market size is $155 billion in 2020, and Grandview Research estimates that this market will be around $108 billion in 2025. Our revenues projections, $14 million in 2023. We have just closed our Series A here in Brazil. We were accelerated by Plug and Play. We won more than a dozen different startup awards in the world. And this is our team, a great team. We truly believe that we can change the world, actually between making money and save the world. We chose both. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much for such a demonstrative and impressive presentation. Judges, I guess you should have some questions. Yeah, please. Gaio, you were the first.
Yeah, thanks. Guillermo, really interesting, straight to the point. And I must say, for me, it's a really impressive presentation, not just by figures, but also within your illustration. Nevertheless, my first question would be, can you elaborate more on your current tractions, and can you disclose some parts of your recent P&L statement? Not just the forecast, but if you cannot show it, just orally, can you tell us a bit about it? And since you closed your Series A and you're not getting any funds more, can you tell us about your current market, about your current valuation?
So I will start for the last question. In the last round, our valuation was about $25 million. And now we are preparing our company to raise between $15 and $25 million in the next 18 months, and we expect to raise this money with $250,000 in valuation. Of course, we know that to achieve this valuation, we need to increase our business very, very fast here in Brazil. But we have just one contract with the most relevant oil and gas company in Brazil, and this contract is around $20 million. So we will have a great challenge to scale our business, not only in Brazil, but also all over the world. We expect to raise this money to expand our business in the United States, Europe, and Middle East. Okay.
Okay.
So,
thank you.
Thank
you. Really impressive. Thank you.
Thank you. And the last question for today from Vasilios.
Yeah, hi. It's very, very impressive product. Just a quick question regarding the cost and the availability of the material compared to the current solutions, either synthetic or natural. What is your price and your cost, and what's the availability of the product? I mean, you are talking about some $1 million of contracts, and can this available raw material support these contracts? Thank you.
Yes. So here in Brazil, we produce more than 120,000 tons of powder palm every year. And only our industry, we have more than 5 tons every day of discarded biomass to produce this product. So it's a huge amount, and we are very, very confident that we have the raw material, the right amount of raw material to expand our business, not only in Brazil, but also abroad. And about the second question, I forgot. Please, can you repeat the question?
The availability and the cost of the raw material compared to the competition.
Sorry. The cost to produce our product is less than the polyurethane, but we sell this product for the double of the price, because using our product, the clients reduce drastically their costs to remediate an accident, and the product is the less relevant cost to remediate an accident, because they avoid costs with equipment, boats, human resources, and we sell our products for the double to have the right margin and the best margin. And after all,
I think I'm covered. I think it's
yes, sorry. I still have some
covered.
people to speak in English. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And we have a question from Alda. So we are finishing it.
Yeah, just curious. In case of the oil leaking on a ship, we use like lines to not to expand the leaking. So how you apply that in the ocean, and how do you pick up all that? Because it is easy in the pot, but how do you do that in the ocean?
Yeah, we use this natural absorber as a filler in absorption barriers that we put in the ocean, and we arrest these barriers with boats to absorb and to clean the water. After absorption, we need to recover this barrier, put again in the boat, for example, and discard this barrier. In our case, before discarding, we have the opportunity, our clients have the opportunity to extract the oil from the barrel, put the oil to refine again, and discard only the barrel with only 5% of the oil. This is the most relevant and the most impressive characteristic of our product, because the other competitors, when they absorb oil, they have to incinerate the barrel with the oil, causing heterocontamination, okay? Because they put the oil to the atmosphere.
So we sell the oil to pay you. That's perfect.
Thank you, Guillermo.
Thank you.
Thank you, all startups. Miguel?
Just very quick, congratulations to Biosolvit. I think it's the second time, Dan, I see you pitching in the Unicorn.Events. Just very briefly, how your company has developed from the last time that you were pitching in the event, and how is your internationalization strategy going, and how maybe we can help you to grow internationally?
Yeah, since the last edition of Unicorn Battle, when we were the second place and we won the second place in the competition, we started our business in the United States. Now we have an operation in Houston, Texas, and we started R&D operation in Portugal, and we hired, I don't know if this is the right word, but we hired distributors in Argentina, France, and we've been discussing a possibility to have a distributor in Saudi Arabia too. I went to Saudi Arabia last month to attend the ADIPEC, and we found a distributor there, and we've been discussing a contract to distribute our products there.
Thank you. Guillermo, thank you. And we are finishing our pitching session.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you to everyone for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, all startups. You did really great. Of course, we will not solve all the problems of humanity within this hour and a half, but at least we reveal the best guys there are that are fighting. all those problems. So, and of course, UVCs and U scientists can help them to progress, and we attract more and more attention, right? And if we do it the right way, the more people will be engaged, and all the planet will be saved by us. And please finish voting, because in a little, when 30 seconds, we'll be closing the vote, and Mary will be announcing who the winner is of this exciting unicorn pitches in Antarctica. It was really exciting. I hope that guys that are right now in Antarctica, Yaroslav and Alexander, did have a good time, because I don't know how many interesting things are happening around you. I hope I see you smiling. That's like our mission complete. We brought some good news to Antarctica. That's what we wanted to do. Alexander, did you find some interesting? Yes?
Yeah, it's very interesting for me. I saw a lot of interesting projects, and I hope that we will take a good one, which will be the best.
Okay, wonderful.
Alexander, what is the temperature in Antarctica today?
It's approximately 0.
Wow, so warm.
Wow.
Yeah, it's warm. It's a problem for our whole planet.
Oh my God, it's because of global warming. It's not usual, right, for this time of the year?
Yeah, it's usual because now we have a summer in our continent.
Right.
Don't forget about it.
Yes, right, I did.
Okay.
But when we live here in the winter period, it's feeling that it's something wrong.
It's not for people, it's for penguins only, right?
Mm.
Okay, thank you very much. Mary, are we ready to announce the winner, please?
Yes, I've closed the voting process.
Okay,
and
it's all official. It's at our event page. Everyone can go and see the votes, but let's speak it out loud.
In some minutes. We have 3 winners today, and starting from the 3rd place. 3rd place won startup IndoorSmart. Congratulations.
Wonderful, congratulations.
2nd place goes for Bobsla. Congratulations.
Wow.
And judges voted with the highest marks for BioSolvit.
BioSolvit, congratulations. You are the winner.
Congratulations to the winner.
Congratulations.
All, thank you for joining us, for your great ideas.
Thank you so much.
And wish you good luck.
So thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, judges and everyone.
Thank you. Congrats for the winners.
Many thanks.
Congratulations to winners.
Next season, we're going to have Impact Tech Unicorn Battle. And of course, it's very important for every one of you to spread the word out. So we'll have the more startups that solve all the problems of the humanity. And please, can you share the slide with the upcoming event also? Thank you all very much for joining us from those different parts of the world, from different time zones. We really appreciate you taking part in this, because it's very, very important for us. Thank you so much. And of course, we're going to see you at our Impact Tech Unicorn Battle that's upcoming on February. But the next season starts in January. So please join us. Please be sure to be with Unicorn.Events. Sign up to our YouTube channel to know what's going on all over the world. And we'll see you. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, startups. Thank you, judges.
Thank you, Anna and Mary.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Looking forward to our continuous collaboration. All the best from Belgrade.
We
All
do.
the best. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So I'd like to ask you a point, Anna, please. Where are you based?